Peter's question about, okay, I want to raise money for my company, $5 million. Why is this so hard? But the assumption underneath that is that your company needs either some physical like iron and something, but it doesn't anymore. What does it need? Well, all it needs is labor for the most part, any of these virtual companies. Well, why am I raising $5 million? Why aren't I raising some virtual thing and paying those people? If those people end up being in Venezuela, Ethiopia, and Ukraine, they don't want US dollars anyway. And the value, if I put a value on their time, which I have to do legally in the US, but I don't have to do across borders, they don't want to be valued at something that's taxed. So the economy of AI just solved every math problem known to man. What's that worth? It's worth a lot. Okay, well, I'm not going to pay for it valued by a 409A valuation from an accounting firm in the US. And so that whole economy of trading AI generated things with other and even human labor is going to be completely outside the world of normal valuations and normal payroll taxes and because you don't have to value it in US dollars if you don't want to. And that's where the dam is going to break.
I think even if you value them in US dollars, and I actually think most markets will go through US dollars, the fact that you have two alternative paths. I can use a safe and go to a YC company and go through that process, or I can buy a token in like an ICO. And the difference with a token is I have immediate access to secondary markets. Both events are just as risky. You're taking massive risk, and basically, is this founder a jackass or not? Like, it doesn't matter if it's a YC founder that's a jackass or an ICO founder that's a jackass. You're going to get screwed either way. But the guarantees you're getting out of the safe is competing with the fact that I have secondary markets and this reliable execution and transfer. So which one are you going to take as an investor? Like, you may not actually be able to get any money out in the catastrophic event out of the safe, or any value out of that event either way. And the success upside is the same in both.
Yeah, I think most governments think that, regardless of all the transactions you do on chain, sooner or later, you're going to want to turn that into either real estate or labor in my country. And you're going to come back through my regulatory framework, through my Treasury Department, through my SEC, to turn it into something that you can use to enjoy your life. And I think increasingly that is not true. It's irrelevant, because what you really wanted is either compute or virtual entertainment or whatever, and you can buy it outside of that regulatory framework with your Solana. And so that part of the economy today is not a big deal. I think that dam's going to break very quickly. And then that part, it operates across borders frictionlessly. It operates in milliseconds, and it operates entirely in the virtual universe. And that economy will grow so much faster than the physical economies that it'll go from a rounding error to dominant in just a few years. That's my guess.
If you're in the US, you pay dollars mark to market to US dollars in taxes. So even if you make your profit in Sol, you have to market to market and cover your dollar exposure. Otherwise, you're running a debt to the place that can collect it with a carrier ship full of F-35s or whatever.